This conference will now be recorded.
Everyone, good morning. Everyone, can you please confirm? Are you able to hear me? Let's quick recap the points that we discussed in previous class. So, in last session, let me help you to understand about the points that we discussed. So, in previous class, we discussed about 1 minute, AT replication. Yeah. So in previous class, we discussed multiple things related to the Azure storage. Like we completed the part of Azure file share. As per the name suggests, the meaning of Azure file share can help us to map the space from Azure portal to on-premises resources like client operating system, or if you have any Azure virtual machine, with the help of Azure file share, we are able to assign the space just like a map network drive. And we discussed about the concept of Azure file sync, one of important service for every administrator. As per the name suggests, this file sync can work like as a hybrid environment. Means if you have already established on-premises file server and you wanted to secure your on-premises file server, you wanted to protect and create replica of our on-premises file server, then file sync service can help us, because with the help of file sync service, we are able to connect our on-premises file server with Azure file share, and it will automatically migrate, not migrate, it automatically sync the entire data from on-premises file server to Azure file share. So we have already completed the practical part, but if you have any doubt or question, you can ask me, because it's really important for everyone. We should know about each and every point, like prerequisite, procedure to configure our environment, procedure to set up our Azure file sync service, Azure file share server, or we also discussed about the part of object replication, right? In case of object replication, we created a two different storage account. One is source and another is destination. And with the help of object replication, we are able to migrate our data or sync our data from one storage account to another storage account. Basically, the replication can help you. If any issues occurred with our storage account, then we are able to recover our data from different storage service, or you can say that destination storage account. So these all are the points that we have already completed. I hope you all of you understand about the concept of storage management over a Azure portal. That's why I'm moving ourselves to next point. Next module is basically correlated to the Azure Active Directory services. As per the name suggests, the meaning of Active Directory, you know that we have a on-premises AD that we can configure in on-premises Windows Server 2012, 2016, or 2019. As it is, Azure portal can also provide us an option to set up our own Active Directory, which is a PaaS service. You can say that the Azure Active Directory is a type of PaaS service, platform as a services. So meanwhile, please go through the points that we discussed in previous class. If you have any single doubt, if you have any single question related to Azure storage services, please let me know, because I'm going to start a new module based on AZ-104, based on Azure Administrator. And the Azure Active Directory services is really important for everyone who want to present ourselves as a Azure Administrator. So please let me know if everything is okay, then we can proceed with AD services. Otherwise, we need to discuss about if you have any question. Any question, guys? Can we proceed with Active Directory management? Great. Thanks for confirmation. Let me proceed and guide you how we can manage Azure storage, Azure Active Directory services. So these all are the points that we need to know in case of AD management. We need to start from what is AD, introduction of Active Directory, Azure Active Directory portal, Azure AD objects management, multi-factor authentication, SSPR, self-service password reset, Azure AD join, Azure AD connect, and about the difference between on-premises AD and Azure AD. So these all are the points that we need to cover in case of Active Directory management. I'm going to start from very basic, like what is Azure Active Directory? What is AD basically? We need to start from basic. What is AD means what is Active Directory? We should know about the usage of Active Directory. So you know that. Let me help you to understand about on-premises AD. Like as for example, you establish one on-premises Windows Server 2012 or 2016. This is our server operating system, right? Windows Server operating system, and we have a n number of clients that we establish in our organization. The clients contain Windows 10 or Windows 11 operating system. It may be Windows 10 or maybe Windows 11 or Windows 7 operating system. So these machines are considered as a client operating system. These machines are considered as a client machine, and our server and client both are connected to each other with the help of local area network, with the help of VPN communication. So what you need to do, you need to install manually ADDS, basically Active Directory Domain Services, ADDS. ADDS is a type of role which is available in our server operating system. With the help of Active Directory Domain Services, we are able to control lots of features are available in our Azure AD. So let me help you to understand about the features of Azure Active Directory. The features, like we are able to create users, we can create groups, we can configure policy, we are able to set up delegation, we are able to manage our clients logs, and we can configure GPO or control the client operating system. This is information about on premises Active Directory. So if you want to describe what is AD, so you can say that AD is a type of service which is available in server operating system. With the help of Active Directory, we are able to control and manage our client's operating system. Active Directory contain a number of features: policy, delegation, logs, group policy, GPO, and we are able to control our client's activity, each and activity of our client machine. As it is, if we talk about Azure portal, this is on-prem AD solution. This is on-prem Active Directory. Let me help you to understand about Azure AD. As it is, Azure AD, you can say that it's a pre-configured service. Whenever we create our account or purchase any subscription over Azure portal, it's a pre-configured service, or you can say that this is the type of PaaS service, platform as a services. Using Azure AD, we are able to control multiple portals. I'm talking about the another cloud portal. With the help of same, we are able to set up roles, we are able to configure policy, we can set up our RBAC service as well. The RBAC is a role based access control. Everyone, I hope you are able to compare on premises Active Directory services with Azure Active Directory services. If our concept is okay, definitely we are able to perform any task over Azure Active Directory services. Is that okay about on-premises AD? I hope you have a much idea about on-premises AD. Now it's time to learn about Azure Active Directory services. If everything is okay, please let me know that we can proceed for the next step. Any question, any doubt? Anyone, please let me know if you have any single question about the Active Directory domain services. It may be on-premises AD or it may be related to Azure Active Directory. If you have any single. Okay,
Can you
okay.
go over
So,
the admin, the on-prem AD again?
okay. So let me show you the practical because
I
I
think a
have
couple of
already
people are
installed.
asking the same question too.
Allow me 1 minute. Let me connect our on-premises machine and show you the Active Directory. This is our on-premises setup. I have already installed Active Directory domain services in server 2016. This is my domain controller. Now it is in progress. We must need to wait for 1 minute. Meanwhile, let me help you to understand again about the on-premises AD. Think about, for example, this is our organization. This is our office, and we are responsible to control and manage our n number of employees. So for to manage n number of employees, you must need to install one server operating system. It may be 2012, 16, 19, or 2020. Now, you know that each and every organization set up workstation for employees, and in workstation we are able to find client based operating system. The client based operating system are Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, or Windows 11 operating system. Each and every devices communicating to each other with the help of LAN cable like this. Now, this is our server machine. To control each and every client, it's our responsibility. We need to install ADDS role. So ADDS is a type of role which is available in only and only server operating system. Using ADDS role, we are able to install Active Directory. Yes, ADDS is basically install the Active Directory service. And after once you create the AD environment, you are able to create AD users with the help of AD. With the help of Active Directory, we are able to create user like ABC user, XYZ user, and test user. These users we created with the help of Active Directory, and we are able to use these user to log in our client operating system. Yes, with the help of our Active Directory user, we are able to log in our client machine like this. It means that you have a full right to make any changes with client operating system. You have a full control to operate your client operating system. For example, XY, you just log in your system with the help of XYZ user. XYZ is a part of Active Directory. You don't want to allow the access of, you want to allow, deny the access of, you want to deny the access of control panel from your client machine. We are able to do that by using Active Directory policy. We are able to block the access of control panel for your client computer if you log in your client with the help of Active Directory user. This is very basic example. We are able to collect the logs information of our client. We are able to store the password of our client. We are able to manage each and every logical and physical port of our client machine. So with the help of single domain controller, with the help of single server, we are able to control number of client operating system, like as a 100, 200, 1000 clients of operating system you can manage through single server operating system. Question: how it's look like? I have already accessed our on-premises machine. This is our domain controller that I installed in our Windows Server 2016. I'm just going to log in it. Now, I have already installed. So what you need to do, open Server Manager Wizard. This is the Server Manager Wizard. Go to the tools, and in the tools, we are able to find multiple options. It is in progress. We are able to find Active Directory Administrative Center, Active Directory Domain Trust, Active Directory Module for Windows PowerShell, Active Directory Site Services, and see Active Directory User and Computers. We just need to click here. The Active Directory Domain Services look like this, and we are able to create multiple users. I have already created n number of users, like Java is a type of user, GCP is a type of user, class user, and test user. Using these users, we are able to control our client operating system, like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11 operating system. We can easily control and manage. Is that okay about AD, the importance of AD, the work of AD? Is that clear? Step by step. We'll need to proceed step by step. So definitely you are able to understand. Is that okay, guys? Please confirm. Great. Thank you. Now, our agenda to start with Active Directory, Azure Active Directory. Once we complete the part of Azure Active Directory, we will proceed to understand on-premises AD environment. And this is the backbone. Active Directory is a type of, you can say that, backbone of our Azure Administrator. Means if you really want to manage and control each and every services of Azure portal, you must need to know about the usage of Azure AD. Is that clear? Fine. So I hope you all of you understand about what is Azure AD. Next, identification of Azure AD portal, right? So let me move ourselves to Azure portal. This is our Azure portal. N number, thousands of services are available over Azure portal. Our responsibility to know about how we can manage Active Directory. So open Azure portal, and you must need to purchase at least one subscription. Without subscription, we are unable to use the AD services. Open portal, and in left panel, we are able to find n number of options are available, right? And our responsibility to just select security, right? Once you click on the security option, we are able to find multiple services are available in Azure AD panel. So how we can get it? Just need to click Azure Active Directory, open it. It will redirect you on page of Azure AD services. We are able to find users, group, external identities, role and administrator, administrator unit, devices, enterprise application, app registration, licenses, custom domain names, Azure AD Connect, mobility, MDM and MAM, password reset, user settings, properties, n number of options are available, right? And as an admin, it's our responsibility. We should know about each and every point. It's our responsibility. We should know about how we can manage our Azure AD environment. So that's why it's really important. We must need to know everything related to the AD services. Before we start, users management, help you to understand about why it is important and which types of tasks we are able to perform with the help of Azure AD. So to manage the Azure Active Directory services, you should know about the importance of Azure AD. So let me help you how we can use Azure AD in real environment. For example, this is our Azure portal. This is our Azure portal that we log in through root account. Azure portal we open using root account. Clear? And in the Azure AD root account, we are able to find one option called Azure AD. Azure AD provided multiple options like as users, we are able to create groups, custom domain, AD Connect, and number of options are available. Now, I'm going to start with users. With the help of Azure AD, we are able to create multiple users like ABC. Sorry, we are able to create user like ABC, XYZ, test user. For example, we created a multiple user using Azure AD. Question: the usage of Azure AD user. So, by using Azure AD users, we are able to control portal 1, we are able to control portal 2, portal 3, and portal 4. Using Azure AD account, we are able to control Microsoft Office 365 portal first. By using Azure AD portal, we are able to control Microsoft Intune portal. Same with the help of Azure AD user, we are able to control AVD setup. AVD is a type of VDI solution. Azure Virtual Desktop. Azure Virtual Desktop. Now, another point, you can create, open another Azure portal. Using Azure AD user, we are able to open another Azure portal. So this is the importance of our Azure Active Directory. Single Azure AD user able to log in and control Office 365 services, which is correlated to mailing service. Using same account, we are able to manage Intune, consider as a mobility, like as an enroll device or control remote devices. AVD is a type of VDI solution that provide you virtual desktop interface solution. And the another point, it is used for the load balancer. I'm going to help you to understand about the real-time usage of Azure Active Directory users and Azure Active Directory services. I hope you all of you understand about the importance of Azure AD portal or importance of Azure Active Directory. Is that clear? Any question, any doubt? Is that okay? Can we proceed for next? Fine. So let me proceed and create one Active Directory user and try to log in on another Azure portal. Back to Azure portal, select Active Directory services. We just need to click on users. It will redirect you on page of Active Directory users that you created. Unfortunately, I haven't created any user. Click new. We are able to find two different options. One is create new and another is invite external users. I'm going to proceed and create new user. Type the name of your Active Directory user, like any name. I wanted to create with name of GCP. This is our username. And teach me cloud 6 at gmail.com. This is our domain because we don't have any custom domain. We will add our custom domain, but right now I'm going to create our user with the help of default domain. Device from user principal, just type same name, display name. I wanted to configure my own password, right? I'm going to proceed with my own password. No need to do anything. Click next, and you must need to enable it. Account enabled. Next. Provide the basic information, first name, last name, member, and basic attributes of our user account. Next. Assignment. Do you want to add it in any group? Do you want to assign any kind of role? So we will discuss about the group and role later. First of all, I'm going to proceed and create our Active Directory user. So within second, we are able to find one more user. See, sorry, it's by default gap. The username is gap. Display name is gap and user principal name is GCP. What you need to do, this is our user principal name. Copy it, open incognito wizard, portal.azure.com, and try to log in new Azure account. Provide password. You must need to reset your password on first login. It's mandatory. So I'm going to reset our password and sign in. We successfully proceed to log in our another Azure account. See, we are able to open another Azure portal using Azure Active Directory user, like this. But unfortunately, we are unable to perform any task because you don't have any subscription. But we are able to log in another account, Azure account, with the help of GCP at the rate teachmecloud something. This is our Active Directory user account portal, and this one is our root account platform, our root account services that are available in our uh, means subscription ID, that we purchase the subscription and we log in our portal using root account. This is our user account. So with the help of Azure AD user, we are able to log in our another Azure portal, and with the help of RBAC service, yes, we will discuss about. With the help of RBAC service, we are able to share any resources from one Azure account to another Azure AD account. This is the first step to understand about Azure AD users management. I hope you all of you understand about the concept of Azure AD user. We just created one user and log in on another Azure portal. This is the method. This is the first step to understand about Azure AD environment. Is that clear? Let's proceed. Now, let's talk about more related to the Azure AD services. It's our responsibility. We should know more about the Azure AD management. It's our responsibility. So let me help you to understand how we can manage the Azure Active Directory services. So in this case, first of all, we need to know about how many method we have to create the user. This is first step. Second step, we are able to find bulk operations. So in case of bulk operation, we are able to create multiple user account. Using the bulk operation, we are able to create bulk user, bulk invite, and bulk delete. Means if you want to create 10 user or 20 user at a same time, then bulk operation can help us, because with the help of this particular option, by using this particular option, it will help you to create user multiple user or delete multiple users. Next, but let me start through one of important point. We are able to find one option called external user. So it's our responsibility, we should know about the usage of external user, because the external user can help us to distribute the resources from one portal to another portal, one root account to another root account. So let me help you to understand about the concept of external user or guest user account. In case of Azure portal, we are able to create new user and we can set up a guest user. Both options are available, new user and guest user. Think about, for example, this is our root user 1 that will log in our portal with the help of root user 1. Another, we have another portal, root user 2. Let me help you more to understand about guest user account, why it is important, and why we need to set up it in why we need to create guest user account. Now, for example, root user 1 that I created by using my Gmail account, teach me cloud 6 at gmail.com, right? This is the email ID that I use to sign up myself over Azure portal for subscription. I have another portal, Manan Rawat 24 at outlook.com. Both contain their own subscription. In teach me cloud at 6 at the rate gmail.com, in this particular mail id I used pay as you go account, right? This is the subscription name, pay as you go. And in case of Manan Rawat 24, it contain MSDN subscription. Okay, the subscription that I purchased in second id, which is MSDN. Now, the usage of inviting user, for example, in root user account 1, I have already purchased multiple servers, like n number of servers are available, n number of storage databases are available in our root account 1. Networking, we establish SQL database, n number of services I have already purchased. Now, by using the guest user account, we are able to share our services. Like I wanted to share my SQL server with another account, because we are working with each other. It's a B2B activity, business to business activity. I wanted to share my SQL database with root user 2 for maintenance, for managing the environment. Then AD guest user come into the picture. Then you must need to send an invitation to user 2, and user 2 must accept your invitation, and after that you are able to transfer the services to each other. This is the actual usage of guest user account. I'll show you the procedure as well. I'll show you the practical as well. But before that, you must need to know about the you must need to know about how we can manage. You must need to know about the actual usage of guest user account. If it is okay, please let me know.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
My question is on the bulk operation where you say you can create bulk users account. So when you are creating bulk users account, are you using the same? Let's assume that I have five staff. I have to create. They are new. I have to create access for them, and they have different role. So when you create bulk account for them, are you going to assign them different role based on their privileges or what?
You're talking about for guest user account or new
No,
user?
for the bulk, no, for the bulk user account where you say the bulk operations, where you say you can create multiple user account by using the bulk operations.
Okay, in case of bulk user account, it's our responsibility to assign the user manually. We have a two different method. We need to assign the user manually, or we have another way. Just execute the template by using the PowerShell script. We are able to assign roles to multiple user at a time. We have a both option, manual option, and we can also assign through the PowerShell script. Clear? Is that okay? Any other question, guys? Please confirm. Okay, no problem. So let me help you to
And he
understand
said
about the bulk.
he also has question about it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, if you can explain the process.
Bulk user creation.
Yeah, the question is there now. I think he typed there.
Okay, exactly. In case of bulk user operations, what you need to do, uh, we just need to click on bulk operation, click bulk create. It will provide you one CSV file like this. Just need to download the CSV file. It's a type of template. You need to share this particular template to your on-premises team. You just need to download the CSV template on premises, and after that you need to provide the basic information about your user that you want to create, like username, user first name, last name. Multiple options are available. Let me log in through Windows and then show you the procedure to manage bulk user operation. Okay, so to create a bulk user account, we just need to open Azure AD. and select users, and it will provide you multiple option. Although I have already created multiple users, let me remove the existing user and try again. Now, to create a bulk user, just need to click create, download templates. It is in format of CSV file. It will guide you, it will provide you the information like that you need to fill in this particular file. The first name is your display name, consider as a display name. This is our UPN, user principal name, and third column is related to the password, then sign in block or not, first name, last name. These all are the attributes, and it's not mandatory to fill the entire information. I'm going to create multiple user using bulk operation. In this account I have already added my own domain, so I'm going to create entire user associated with my own domain. It's a glucreation.com. See, I have already verified one account with name of glucreation.com. So I wanted to create multiple users using the glue creation associated with glue creation. The first user is maybe user 1, then user 1 at glucreation.com. Password, I wanted to proceed with common password. I don't want to block it. This is user 1. Then user 2 at glucreation.com. Then again provide password. I don't want to block it. As it is, you need to provide the information about the number of users that you wanted to create. User 3 glucreation.com and provide password. No need to do anything. Save the file, save the CSV file in same format in CSV, save as. I wanted to save in on desktop, and your file should be CSV format. So I'm going to proceed with CSV. Type the name of your file bulk users and save it. Done. We successfully created one CSV file with name of bulk users. Back to Azure portal, go to the users account, bulk operation, bulk create, and upload your CSV file. Bulk users and open it. We successfully uploaded the file. We just need to click submit. It is in progress. We have to wait up to 30 seconds. We successfully uploaded our bulk user file, means CSV file. Just need to refresh the page. We are able to find user 1, user 2, user 3 on single click. This is the actual concept of bulk user creation. Now it's fine. the procedure that we can use to create multiple user account. Let me know if you have any question, guys, please. Okay, if you accidentally delete a user and you want to recover the user, how do you about? Okay, fine. So what happened in case of accidental deletion, right? For example, once you delete the user, by default, your user available in deleted user. And see, the entire users are available in deleted user. We are able to find n number of users are available. And the limit of our user to recover, we are able to recover our user in 30 days, right? The by default stop deletion for our deleted user means we are able to recover in 30 days. But in case of real environment, what exactly happened in case of real environment? If we talk about the day-to-day activity of any organization, they should use the Azure AD Connect that we will discuss in upcoming sessions. Because for Active Directory Connect means Azure AD Connect, we will synchronize the user from on-premises AD to Azure AD. So open your Azure panel, users panel. Under the user panel, we are able to find deleted user. You just need to click on deleted user and it will give you the complete information about your accidental deleted user. Like you can recover your user if you deleted before 30 days, means within the 30 days. Clear? This is about the user, means bulk user creation. We already discussed about the bulk user creation. We talked about how to create new user and log in with the Azure portal. Let me help you to understand about guest user account. So in case of guest user account, what we need to do, we are able to send the invitation to our guest user account to collaborate to each other. Basically, it is used for when you collaborating with two different organizations. So that time guest user account come into the picture. Let me show you how we can achieve the guest user account. Like in this case, identification of your user, right? You must need to know about how we can identify the users. This is our type of user guest and rest of user account are considered as a members. So what I'm going to do, this is portal 1 that I log in through manandrawa24 at outlook.com, and we have another user account that I use to log in through you can say that teachmecloud6 at gmail.com. We don't have any guest user account, but I wanted to send an invitation to my existing account. So what you need to do, click new, invite external user, type the name, type the email address of your guest user account. So my email address is mananrawat24 at outlook.com. You must need to provide the information about your email address, the email address that you use to log in or sign up yourself over Azure portal. Display name, uh, guest account. Okay, the display name I wanted to proceed with name of guest account. Check mark it. If you want to send any invitation message, please accept my invitation. No need to do anything. Click next. No need to provide any information. Next, next, and invite. Simple. Teach Me Cloud 6 send an invitation to Manan Rawat 24 at outlook.com. Invitation sended successfully. But our responsibility to accept the invitation. Open Outlook. You must need to open your email address, Outlook, log in through the same user account like Manan Rao 24. So I'm going to log in through same user account. This is Manan Rao 24 at outlook.com. We just received Active Directory invited you to access application. I'm going to open it. See, it will provide you the information. Please accept my invitation. The message that we used while sharing the invitation, while sending the invitation, we type this message: please accept my invitation. If you want to coordinate to each other, please accept it. And once you accept the invitation of any account, we are able to share our resources. We are able to share our virtual machine from one account to another account. We are able to share our storage account from one Azure portal to another Azure portal. This is the actual usage of guest user account. You can say that when multiple organization or multiple companies are performing the same task and they are coordinating to each other to resolve the issue or to balance the workload of our organization, then guest user come into the picture that can help us to balance the load of our Azure portal activity. This is the practical of Azure AD guest user account. Is that clear? Concept of Azure Active Directory user. We successfully completed the part of user creation, guest user account management, and how we can create bulk user. Means if you want to create n number of users on single click, then bulk user operation can help you. You just need to download your CSV file. It's a type of template. Just need to fulfill the information in our CSV file and then upload the CSV file. If everything is okay, within second we are able to create thousands of user by using CSV file or by using the Active Directory bulk operations. Is that fine about the AD, about the users management, like as a new user creation and guest user management and bulk user operation? Because I'm going to help you to understand about how to configure multi-factor authentication and SSPR, which is really important for us. It's our responsibility. We should know about the concept of multi-factor authentication, MFA, and second is SSPR, self-service password reset. And second, which is related to the self-service password reset. So, as we know very well about the multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication, so you can say that the usage of multi-factor authentication can create second layer of security. Yes, it will create a second layer of security to log in our client machine. And SSPR, as per the name suggests, the usage of SSPR, user can change their password, right? User self change their own password. No need to coordinate, no need to connect with the Azure AD, no need to coordinate with the administrator. If any user want to reset their own password, if the SSPR service is activated, the users are able to reset their own password. This is the usage of MFA. I'm going to show you the procedure to set up multi-factor authentication and SSPR service. Is that okay? So this is our Azure portal. We created one user with name of GCP. So I wanted to activate multi-factor authentication for this particular user. So how we can do that? We just need to, we are able to find one option per user MFA. We just need to open users properties, users panel, per user MFA. It will redirect you on multi-factor authentication page. We are able to find both users are available. We can activate the MFA for our root account. We can activate multi-factor authentication for your user account. Now the status of multi-factor authentication disabled. Select your user and click enable. Enable multi-factor authentication, click OK. That's it. No need to do anything. We successfully activated multi-factor authentication from root account. Now, rest of activity managed by client. So copy your user, open incognito wizard. Again, type portal.azure.com and type your user ID and password. Next. It will redirect you on page of multi-factor authentication. This is the panel where we can set up multi-factor authentication. So we have multiple way to create the authentication. You can proceed with the Microsoft Authenticator app, or if you have your own application, if you are using your own application, so you can proceed with your own application services. But I am going to proceed with Microsoft Authenticator app. You must need to download one authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator app on your mobile phone and scan the QR code. I'm going to scan it using my mobile phone and just need to click add personal account or work or school, scan QR code, done. Successfully scan the QR code for our user account. It will give you some information about you can say that like code and the code that you can use to sign in to configure your MFA. Next, I receive a code and you will get a notification as well. So I'm just going to click approve. Once you approve, it means that your authentication MFA service successfully activated, like this. This is the procedure that we can use to configure Microsoft authentication, means multi-factor authentication with our Azure Active Directory user. So not only the Microsoft Authenticator app, with the help of contact number, you can get a OTP of 6 digit on your mobile message, and you just need to provide the information about 6 digit code, and then you are able to access your AD. You are able to create the second layer of security on your Azure Active Directory portal. Is that clear? Now I'm going to sign out and try to sign in again. It will give you the code again, not code, but it will give you the notification. Once you provide the password, it will send you the one approval. I just received one approval. I'm just going to click on approve. It will authorize you. Immediately you are able to log in like this. Once you try to log in your Azure portal, Azure Active Directory user, and if you have already configured The multi-factor authentication, every time you will receive one approve and deny code, means notification on your mobile phone using Microsoft Authenticator app, and you must need to approve it if you want to log in. If you feel like you are not try to log in but you are getting a notification, then deny it. This is considered as a second layer of security. Everyone, please confirm if you're able to understand about the concept of multi-factor authentication. Is that okay? And which is really important for service for everyone, means it's mandatory for us. We must need to know about the concept of multi-factor authentication, because it will provide you the security. It will create a second layer of security to protect our active directory user services. Is that clear? Please confirm. Great, thank you. So let's proceed for SSPR. But before understand about the SSPR service, take a one break, just 10-minute break, and we'll back again and discuss more about uh, SSPR service, self-service password reset. So let's take a small 10-minute break and then connect again.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, I hope we good with the points that we discussed related to Active Directory services. Now it's time to know about how we can set up SSPR, self-service password reset, and we'll also need to know about the prerequisite to configure SSPR service for Active Directory user. So let me help you to understand about the prerequisite to configure SSPR. Now, as per the latest update of Microsoft Azure, the prerequisite, if you want to configure SSPR, it's mandatory user must contain, must MFA protected. That's it. This is the prerequisite. If you want to set up SSPR for any Active Directory user, so it's mandatory to configure multi-factor authentication, right? It's our responsibility. So let me show you the procedure. We have already activated multi-factor authentication for our Active Directory user, GCP user. So let me help you to understand about SSPR. Back to the root account, and what you need to do, we just need to click on password reset. This is the option. You just need to click on password reset. And once you click the on password reset, this is another option. Just need to back here, and in the users panel, we are able to find, in the Active Directory panel, we are able to find password reset. Just need to click here. It will redirect you on SSPR. But unfortunately, one more point just wanted to add. SSPR required two important prerequisites. One is MFA. This is the latest update from Microsoft. You must need to activate P2 license. P2 is a basically Active Directory license, AD license, that help us to manage that help us to manage our SSPR service. Now back to the Azure AD portal and select licenses. In this panel, we are able to find licenses. In the license, we are able to find multiple options are available. All products. In the all products, we are able to find try or buy. Click here. Both options are available: Enterprise Mobility, Security E5, and Azure AD Premium 2. So you must need to activate Premium 2 license, ADP2 license. And the Premium 2 license is applicable for 30 days. It's a free trial applicable for 30 days. Means after 30 days, you have to buy another license. Means you have to pay the amount for the license. But for the testing purpose, for the practical purpose, you can activate free trial. Select free trial and click activate. The P2 license free trial account is activated successfully. Maybe it will take time up to 5 minutes, so we have to wait. Now it's activated. The entire 100 license free, means the entire license, you can say that, available. No need to make any changes. Back to the AD. Select password reset. Premium 2 license we already activated, so we have to wait. Let me sign out and sign in again to get effect. Now sometime it will take time up to 15 to 20 minutes, but after activating the P2 license, we are able to manage the SSPR service. Still not activated, so we must need to wait. uh, the option is not highlighted. Let me help you to understand how it's look like by using my another portal. So just give me 1 minute, because sometime it will take up to 10 to 15 minutes to activate the services of AD licenses. AD license is activated, but for SSPR you have to wait. So in this case, like what I'm going to do, like a number of users are available, like user 1, user 2, user 3 available. So what you need to do, if you want to configure SSPR service, first of all create MFA. I'm going to activate MFA for user 1. Click enable and try to log in our user1@gluecreation.com in incognito BZ to configure multi-factor authentication service. portal.azure.com, user1@gluecreation.com, provide your password, and it's first time login, so definitely you must need to change password. This is MFA panel. So this time I'm going to select my contact number to create multi-factor authentication. and click text the code. Now we successfully activated the multi-factor authentication for our user 1. I wanted to activate one more MFA. This time I wanted to provide my personal mail ID. You can use your Gmail, Yahoo Mail account to protect your environment, to protect your users. So let me check. You will receive one code in your mail address as well for better security. Yes, I received one email. Provide the code and click next to verify. Multi-factor authentication we successfully created, and now you are able to create SSPR service. To activate the self-service password reset, what you need to do, back to the root portal, back to the root account basically. This is our root account. Open your user Active Directory users panel and select reset password. So once you click on the password reset, it will provide you two different options, three different options. None means you wanted to disable the SSPR service for entire user. Second option, select. In this case, you need to create at least one group. Put your user that you want to allow for the SSPR service. Put the user into the group and then select your group and click save the configuration. But I'm going to activate for entire users. Means those users already configured with the multi-factor authentication, they all are able to make a changes with their own password by self. So you just need to select all and save it. Now let's see how it's look like. Open your user account, user1 gluecreation.com. We successfully configured multi-factor authentication and password for user one account. Sign out. And unfortunately, I forget the password of our Azure AD user1. Click next. I forget my password. You just need to click forgot my password. It will redirect you on page of username. This is captcha. You must need to provide captcha information. Next. We configure our multi-factor authentication using our contact number and using our email address. So you need to select at least one. So I'm going to proceed with contact number. Now you will receive a code on your register number. Five three two. Just need to provide the code that you receive. Next. Mandatory to send the one code on your email address. Just need to select and send the email to your mail address. Send the code to your mail address. I received one code and next. It will redirect you on page of new password. Means user can reset their own password by self. Means you can put any user password here. Now we successfully reset our user password without coordination of our administrator. No need to coordinate with your admin, Azure administrator. You are able to reset your own password because administrator can activate it, our SSPR service. This is the actual usage of SSPR, and second option is multi-factor authentication. Please go through the points that we discussed, and if you have any question, let me know. Any doubt, any question, everyone, please let me know. Any doubt, guys, please confirm. Okay, fine. So let me proceed for the another point. Now we just completed the part of our AD user multi-factor authentication SSPR service, how we can create bulk user operation, configure guest invitation, and now let's talk about the concept of another points like as a the another point that we mentioned. So it's our responsibility. Let's talk about RBAC service, which is really important. So once we complete the part of RBAC, we will proceed for the another point. So to understand about the RBAC service, let me help you to describe about the actual usage of RBAC service. The RBAC, as per the name suggests, it's a type of role-based access control, and we should know about how we can use the back role based access control in real environment. RBAC, right, which is role based access control. This is our agenda that we need to know about the concept. So basically the RBAC service can help us. For example, this is our Azure portal that we log in through AD, means root account. The root account created multiple service like created VM, established storage, databases, and number of services created by root account like this. Now, it's really difficult for root to handle each and every services due to multiple tasks. What you want to do, you wanted to divide your workload. Then RBAC service come into the picture. If you want to divide the workload of our root account, then RBAC service can help us. For example, you wanted to set up you want to hire few more engineers for same task, like you had one with name of user 1 like this, another user 2, and user 3. We had 3 engineers with name of user 1, user 2, and user 3. Now you must need to create these users through the Active Directory portal, means Azure AD portal root account, and then RBAC can help you. Then RBAC can help you to share your resources with user 1, 2, or 3. By using the RBAC, we are able to share our virtual machine, means to user 1. It means that user 1 responsible to take care virtual machines. User 2 responsible to take care SQL database, and user 3 responsible to handle storage services. Apart from the virtual machine, apart from the SQL storage or any kind of service that you share through the root account, they are unable to make any changes. User 1 able to make activity with only virtual machine, monitor, edit virtual machine, add hard drive, make a changes with the password, user. If you assign the rights to our Active Directory user 1, he is able to perform lots of tasks. But user 1 unable to create any other virtual machine, user 1 unable to create any other resources from Azure portal. This is the actual meaning of RBAC service. Everyone, please confirm if you're able to understand about the concept of RBAC, which is really important for us, and it's mandatory. We must need to know about the real time usage of role based access control, because with the help of role based access control, we can manage and control the load of our Azure services. Is that fine? Please confirm. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to show you one practical, right? We have already created a user, like in both account, we created a user. So I'm going to show you the practical of RBAC service, means how we can use the RBAC service in real environment. Back to Azure portal. This is our Azure portal that I log in through teachmecloud6@gmail.com, and the Active Directory, right? I'm just going to click security, Active Directory, Azure Active Directory services, then users. So we created a user with name of GCP. I'm going to log in our incognito wizard. Portal.azure.com, and we successfully configured multi-factor authentication. So you will receive a one notification to approve our Active Directory login process. I'm going to approve it. We successfully log in our Azure AD, Azure portal with the help of Active Directory user account. See, we are able to open our portal, but unfortunately, by using this particular portal, we are unable to create any resource. Let me create virtual machine, but we don't have any subscription, so it will redirect you on page of please purchase one subscription free trial or coordinate with your Azure Active Directory student passes. Means we have a three different method to get our subscription, but I don't want to purchase the separate subscription for GCP account because our user is associated with Active Directory, right? I wanted to use it as a load balancer, means and open storage. Let me check. Unfortunately, in case of storage services, we are unable to find any storage. We are trying to any services, we are trying to open any service, but unfortunately it will redirect you on this particular page. Let me click on storage account again. We don't have any storage account, but I'm going to coordinate with our root account, and root account will share their own storage account with this particular user, GCP user. How we can get it? The procedure considered as a RBAC. Back to the root account, open services that you created. Like in our case, we created multiple storage account. We are able to find storage 1966 training, storage 1977 storage. I wanted to share the access of storage 1966 to our GCP user. I wanted to share the access of our storage training to GCP user. Unfortunately, GCP unable to see any storage account and unable to create new storage account as well. Then RBAC come into the picture, and RBAC can help us to share the storage from one machine, one account to another account. Select your service that you want to share using RBAC. Open it. In the properties of our storage, not only the storage, if you open the properties of any service like virtual machine, SQL database, app services, VPN, VNet, any service that you wanted to share with your Active Directory user using RBAC, it will give you one option. The option is access control IAM. Whenever we click on access control IAM, it will provide you on one option, add. We are able to find two more options are available. First one is add role assignment, and second, you can proceed and make it co-administrator. So I don't want to make it co-administrator, just need to click on role assignment. Again, it will provide you two more options for assignments. One is job functional role, grant access to Azure resources based on job function such as the ability to create virtual machine. Second option, privileged administrator role, grant privileged administrator access such as ability to assign role to another Active Directory user. We have a both option. As per your requirement, you can select any. I'm going to proceed with job function role. Click next. N number of options are available. Contributor, operator, backup contributor, backup operator, multiple roles are available. Account contributor, storage account contributor, storage blob owner, anything you can select. But if you select the privileged administrator, then it will give you three options only. You can make it owner, you can make it contributor, or you can make it user access administrator. Lets you manage user access to Azure resources. I'm going to make it owner to handle each and every options related to the storage because we wanted to share the storage Azure RBAC. Next, this is the another panel, types of assignment, then roles, then role, and then member. Member in the sense you must need to assign, you must need to select the user account. Select member and see GCP user available. I'm going to select our GCP user. We successfully selected GCP at the Teach Me Cloud. Select, review and assign. And you must need to wait at least minimum required 120 seconds. Within 120 seconds, you are able to get access of storage 1966 training. Back to the client account, the GCP, and refresh the page. Still, we are unable to find any storage account, but you have to wait up to 120 seconds. Within 120 seconds, within 2 minutes, you will get the full access because you shared the information, you shared the role, you assigned the role of owner. So you can make any changes with your Azure storage that you shared through root account. So wait for at least 2 minutes and then try to access it. Still we are unable to find. Let me refresh it again. Now we are able to get the information about storage 1966 training and the user that we log in through GCP at the rate teach me cloud 6 at gmail.com. It means that with the help of RBAC service, we are able to transfer, we are able to share the services from one account, means from root account to our Active Directory user account. This is the actual usage of RBAC service, role based access service. Everyone, please take your time, 2 minute time, go through the points that we discussed in Azure Active Directory. And if you have any single question, if you have any doubt, please let me know. Any question, any doubt, guys, about the concept of Azure Active Directory services? Anyone? Okay, no problem, but you must need to perform the task by self. You know that we have enough content now, we have enough data to implement our practical by self. So everyone, please create your own free trial account and use our recording session and start your practical, because it's mandatory. We must need to work by self. It's a fully hands on, means you must need to set up your entire infrastructure by self by using your own Azure portal. Clear? So we completed the part of storage, all the services related to storage, blob, containers, file share, file shrink, about Azure Storage Explorer, object replication, SSTR. We have already completed entire points related to storage. Now we discussed about the Azure Active Directory services. In case of Azure Active Directory services, we completed these points, like what is AD, identification of Azure Active Directory portal, AD object, multi-factor authentication, SSPR, and next topic is Azure AD join, and then Azure AD Connect, and after that we'll compare our on-premises AD to Azure Active Directory. So we should know about what is use of Azure AD join. Once we complete the part of Azure AD join, then we'll talk about how we can manage and configure Azure AD Connect. Let me help you to understand about the usage of Azure AD join, not connect. Let's talk about the Azure AD join first. This is our Azure portal, right? And using Azure portal, we created one user with name of user1, for example, and we have a n number of client operating system on premises. For example, this is on premises Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC. With the help of Azure AD join, we are able to register on premises PC to Azure AD service. This is the actual usage. And question, why we need to register it? We need to register our on-premises device to protect the password, the feature, you can say that, protect password. Second, save the BitLocker key. And we can also use our Azure AD join to enroll on-prem device to MS Intune. You can say that these all are the features that can help us to manage that help us to manage our Azure AD join service. We will discuss about the practical in next session. So I'll confirm the big days time and day. So I'll drop a message by tomorrow to fix one session in weekdays, but please start your practical. Means you need to create your portal, sign up yourself over Azure portal and purchase at least one free trial account, and then start. Everything is okay, guys? Please confirm. Any question, any doubt? Okay, everyone, then thank you so much. We'll connect in next session. Take care and bye bye.